Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ghosts and ghouls. My name is Fetch Arbuckle, only bringing you the most exclusive and scariest news and stories every Sunday evening. Today's collections of stories was written by the lovely Ashely Wellman. But enough of my jibber-jabber, else Baba Yaga next door might put a spell on me. So, with that being said, turn off the lights, grab a blanket, and let's get ready to dive into these collections of wonderful stories. When the false daylight comes, it doesn't happen every night. In fact, it's very, very rare. I think that's why most people don't even know it exists. I've only seen it a few times, and only because I work nights. Occupational hazard, I guess. It's not even close to dawn when it happens. Not really. It's usually in the middle of the night. Early morning, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. It cracks through the window quietly, and it's usually only when you're up late, studying, reading, tossing and turning in bed. You catch it out of the corner of your eye, and you think maybe your eyes are playing tricks on you, but no. And yet you see little glimmers of light outside, but something that almost fills the whole sky, like a daylight that came too early. Like a daylight that's not quiet. It's not morning. It's not sunlight. And if you catch the sky lightening before it's supposed to, do not look outside. Keep your eyes down. Shut the blinds. Lock the doors. And try not to listen to what's outside the windows. There's nobody out there. It's just the noise of the wind. It was 3:32 a.m. There was a knock at my front door. The house was all darkness and the air buzzed like static. I got up, carefully avoiding the windows as I walked toward the front door, not wanting whoever it was to know that I was home. Who knows who it could be that would come calling this late at night? Another knock. The porch light was still on. I peeked through the peephole. No one there. I strained my eyes, looking for someone in the darkness. Perhaps just out of sight. That's when I heard the scrape of it crawling behind me. As the weather gets warmer, I usually find myself spending more evenings out on my porch, relaxing with a glass of red wine, gazing out at the wooded area across the street from my house. A couple of weeks ago, I sat on my porch as usual, whistling a tune that had been stuck in my head all day. My neighbor from his own porch turned to me and said, "You shouldn't whistle at night. The dead will think you're calling for them." I laughed. "They're closer than you think," he said. I suddenly felt the urge to go back inside. The woods started to look a little too dark, concealing what could be lurking behind the trees. It almost looked like blurry shapes that swayed behind them. I don't whistle at night anymore, but they do. Well, that wraps up today's video, folks. If you enjoyed, please consider checking out my other videos. Another special shout out to Ashely Wellman for writing these amazing stories. I will leave a link in the description if you wish to check them out, along with many more stories she has written herself that would keep you up at night, surely. Oh, coming.
Hey, can you keep it down?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Skinwalker. I'm trying to record a video. Am I being too noisy?
I've been trying to sleep for the past 4 hours. All I hear is your annoying recording.
Okay, got it. But, can you please leave?
This is your last warning. Don't make me come back.
Got it. Thank you. Sorry about that. The Skinwalker next door just came by. We just had a little chat is all. But, with that being said, have a great evening and see you next Sunday. My name is Fetch Arbuckle, signing off.